For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? This is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. Hold on, guys. I don't know if you guys can see me. Hear me. All right, good. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear the old boy. This is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. New Media Today, USA Boxing. We're back. And it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? We locked and loaded. We ready to go. We're going to have a good show. If you see my shirt kind of wet, my tank top kind of wet, I just got through doing a little quick pre-workout before the workout later on today. Going to the gym today. I have a couple of people I need to train. A couple of my clients, and I'm going to get it in myself. You see what I'm saying? So, I normally run 3 miles a day. I didn't get a chance to do any running today because of the weather. Tropical storm came through Florida, raining a little bit. It's cool now. Everything is pretty much Gucci down here in Miami. So it is what it is. Yeah, man, let's go. So check it out, man. Salute to everybody. Let's get everybody a round of applause. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And please like and share this video, share this live stream. You know what I mean? I'm going to step it up a little bit, guys. We're going to be dropping a lot more content over here on my end. Just a little bit more. You know what I mean? We're going to go live every day, 6 days a week. And we're going to go back to dropping the premiere videos as well. I have some stuff I need to talk about. Woo, it's going to be some people. I got some good news for Deontay Wilder. That's all I'm gonna say. That's the only hint I'm gonna give y'all. I got some good news for Deontay Wilder. Hey guys, please forgive me. Please forgive me, man. But listen, bro, I promise this is gonna be the funniest shit ever, bro. But it's some good news. It's some good news. So, but anyway, let me give everybody a shout out, man. Hey, you know how you have like an inside joke, guys, and the shit just so funny to you, and you just start laughing. It's an inside joke. This is the inside joke. But I got some good news for the brother. The brother, I got some good news for him, and I'm gonna drop a nuclear bomb on this good news. Anyways, shout out to my main man Neil Simpson. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bales. Shout out to Halim. Shout out to DT3. Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to GB Guthrie. Shout out to Mercy Grace. Shout out to Rocket Andretti. Shout out to Hector Garcia. Shout out to Big Plans Little Drive. Shout out to Jay Rodriguez. Shout out to Aquarius Brown. Shout out to Richard Sletsky. Shout out to my brother Philly Fly. Shout out to Halim. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Merrill Dixon. Shout out to East Side Leak. Shout out to my sister Lady Shan. Done them seasons. Y'all please subscribe to Lady Shan channel. Please subscribe to her channel. Shout out to who else we have? Shout out to New Money DMG. What's going on, baby boy? Shout out to Kilroy. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Uncle Dave Zilla in the building. Shout out to Dennis. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Lisa Bales. I'm gonna drop the link today. So anybody want to come on, they can come on. You know what I mean? I'm gonna drop the link today. But let's get into this, man. Let's get into this, bro. Now this real talk. Real talk. Remember about 3 years ago, right, when Tyson Fury came out of retirement? I remember it like it was yesterday. He came out of retirement, right? And, he got over his mental health issues, his drug issues, whatever issues he had, cocaine, drinking, whatever, suicidal thoughts. He got over that, right? And then he decided to come back to boxing. You guys remember that, right? So I want to say this was like what? I forgot which month, but back in 2018, as you know, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, they seemed like they were the best of friends. I remember this like it was yesterday because the negotiations had failed through with the Wilder trying to secure a fight with Anthony Joshua That was when they called Eddie Hearns a slave master, another white man pimping another black man, while ignoring the fact that he has 2 white managers. But that's neither here nor there. But you know, I remember it like it was yesterday. So Tyson Fury came out of retirement. He was very humble. He reached out to Wilder. He said something of the sort where, you know, I want to apologize on behalf of my other fellow Brits because you know, Anthony Joshua, you know, they was afraid to fight you, but I'll be more than happy to fight you, yada, yada, yada. You know, I want to bring some honor and dignity back to the UK or whatever. It was something of that sort. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but I remember it like it was yesterday. Do you guys remember that? So Wilder accepted Tyson Fury reaching out to him for the fight. And they was in love with each other. Hugging and kissing, booed up, you know, of course I'm being facetious, but you get what I'm trying to say. You know, it was very good. It was cordial. They seemed like they was real good friends, and you know, they promoted the first fight. Everything was nice. It was like a little, you know, show in LA and stuff like that, and yada yada yada. I know you guys remember this, right? So even though that there was an opportunity for Deontay Wilder to become Undisputed Heavyweight Champion of the world, you know, with Anthony Joshua, you know, things didn't work out for whatever the reason may be. And he turned the fight down, and he said that about whatever, money, numbers, whatever the case may be. So if you're on Deontay Wilder's side, he's never wrong. He was the one that wanted to fight. Anthony Joshua didn't want it. If you're on Anthony Joshua's side, you know, it's vice versa. So pretty much like, I want to say this is pretty much like January 2018 is when Tyson Fury decided to come out of retirement. And Fury and Wilder agreed in principle to fight each other. And both fighters looked at it as what? An opportunity to fight, right? Remember that like it was yesterday. You see what I'm saying? I remember this like it was yesterday. Everything was cool. Everything seemed fine. But something happened though. Leading up to the second fight, Wilder even said that Fury was a good guy. He was still nice, still cordial. Everything was still good. There was no talks of floppy gloves in the first fight. There was no talks of cheating in the first fight. No talks of the referee, cheating referee, aka Jack Reese. No talks of racism. It was none of that. Do you remember this, guys? But then something happened. Leading up to that second fight, Deontay Wilder started to change. He started to change. He started to say, hey, man, I'm tired of everybody talking about feeling sorry for Tyson Fury, talking about, his mental health issues and all of that stuff there. I'm tired of that. I'm going somewhere with this, of course. I'm going somewhere with this. Shout out to boxingnews24.com. I found a little article on there that I think you guys are going to see is very interesting. As a matter of fact, let me pull up boxingnews24.com right now. I have it right here. So now, leading up to the second fight, though, Deontay Wilder changed his tune about Tyson Fury. He started making it racial. I remember it like it was yesterday. The next thing you know, Wilder all of a sudden had bad blood with Tyson Fury. He started acting very different. He started getting agitated whenever Tyson Fury's name was mentioned in the public, in media, different media outlets. If they mentioned Tyson Fury's name around him, he would get agitated and go to making it racial. Do you remember the famous, when Deontay Wilder snapped on Radio Raheem, the famous
To this day.
video? My people been fighting for 400 years. And he said to this day. Remember that? Yeah. I'm going somewhere with this, guys. I'm trying to make it quick, though. But the real question I always had was this. What happened? What happened to Deontay Wilder that made Wilder turn on Tyson Fury? After that famous second fight, after all of the excuses, after all of the allegations, after all of the racial undertones, after all of the conspiracy theories, we now have the long-awaited trilogy match coming up on July 24th in Las Vegas, Nevada. My question is, what happened? Wilder started changing, and I want to know why. Shout out to D-Town Blaster for the super chat. I appreciate that, fam.
Playtime's over, boy.
Something happened, and I think I know the answer. So I went on, and I'm looking on it right now, guys. I'm going to start sharing my screen. I think my HDMI connector showed up on Amazon, so I got to go pick that up right now. I was looking at an interview. As you know, Deontay Wilder just did a recent interview on the Chitlin circuit with one of his favorite Alphabet Boy channels with Jabba the Hutt, aka the general contractor. You know what I mean? He like going over there acting all bootylicious and stuff, but that's what they do over there. Him and Malik Scott. I like Malik Scott, but that nigga talking real crazy right now. He's taking kissing ass and sucking up the Wilder to a whole nother level. Yeah, I said it. But that's okay, though. Shout out to Malik Scott. But yeah, I said it. You're doing a whole lot of sucking up right now. Ain't gonna work, though, but. Shout out to D-Town Blaster.
Chat received.
Shout out to D-Town Blaster. Shout out to my sister Karma Serene. Shout out to you, sis. Yeah, sis, they're on the Chitlin circuit right now. Going around, on the Chitlin circuit right now. Hog Mog juice running down their neck. Jabba the Hutt, he all fat and sloppy. One of them old fat black sloppy dudes. So he's old Chitlin, Hog Mog and Chitlin eating ass nigga. You already know what time it is with him. Pork chop, Chitlin juice running down his neck. You know what I mean? So he on the Chitlin circuit right now, giving his Chitlin sermon right now. Looking for sympathy. But check this out, guys. Where am I going at with this? This is where I'm going at with it. So I'm looking at boxingnews24.com. Please go to boxingnews24.com. You'll see this article. The headline of the article says, Deontay Wilder unappreciated for being an exciting fighter. Tells me a lot. This article was written by Charles Brunn of Boxing 24, Boxing News 24, right? He said Deontay Wilder feels that he was never appreciated during his long 5-year reign as the WBC Heavyweight Champion. You can't blame Deontay for being a bit bitter about his loss, about how he lost his WBC Heavyweight title to Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. Wilder should still be the WBC champion for all intents and purposes if the referee had done his job of disqualifying Fury for his fouling. Let's stop right there. Oh, it's all making sense now.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to D-Town Blaster for the super chat. He said, hell yeah, hey, Karma Serene. So Wilder.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat
one more again
received.
for D-Town Blaster.
Boy.
So Wilder feels like he's been unappreciated. Wilder feels like that, when I was the champ over here in America, didn't nobody really appreciate me. Sounds very familiar though. I'm finna take y'all back to the old school. Cause I was talking to someone today, good friend of mine, not gonna mention their name, but I was talking to someone today, and I said, this reminded me of a fighter, Hall of Famer, by the name of Sonny Liston. Where am I going at with this? I'm fixing to tell you. Bear with me one moment. So Wilder feels like that. He feels like he's been underappreciated. That tells me something about the psyche of an individual. Wilder said that he still should be the WBC champion for all intents and purposes if the referee had done his job in disqualifying Tyson Fury for all of his fouling. What fouling did he do, Deontay Wilder? Oh, man, he was hitting me behind the head. The same thing that you did to King Kong Ortiz when you was hitting him behind the head. I'm going to just put out a video showing all of the stuff that they complain, the Alphabet Boy community and everybody on the Chitlin circuit, who support this guy. I'm going to drop a video. I'm going to give you a hint. So any other content creators want to jump on this before I do, go ahead. because I'm gonna have a very unique perspective on it, how I'm gonna drop it anyways. You should put out a video just showing all of the things that the Alphabet Boys have been complaining about as it relates to Tyson Fury. I can pull up some videos showing you that Wilder was doing the exact same thing to other fighters. Receipts is a motherfucker. That's one thing about receipts. They tell the story. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So Wilder feels like he's been underappreciated. And it says in the article that the 2008 Olympic bronze medalist Deontay Wilder was roughed up pretty bad with rabbit punches without the referee penalizing or bouncing Fury last year in February 2020. That's a goddamn lie. Last time I checked, Kenny Bayless, he took a point from Tyson Fury. The fight that I saw. Now, maybe they might be talking about another fight, but the fight that I saw, Tyson Fury had a point taken from him by Kenny Bayless. That's what I saw, right? But they might be talking about another fight outside of that. But the fight that I saw, a point was taken from him. So when they say that the 2008 Olympic bronze medalist Deontay Wilder was roughed up with rabbit punches without the referee penalizing or bouncing Fury last year in the February 2020. The only problem with that is you did the exact same shit to King Kong Ortiz. I got the proof. I had the receipts. Y'all go back and look at King Kong Ortiz too. Go watch that fight. The second fight, and look at the first fight. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. The same shit he complaining about, he did the exact same thing to Ortiz. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Now, as the saying goes, no one cheers for Goliath. This is what Wilder is saying. That may be the truth in some respects when it comes to Deontay Wilder, right? He was a great champion and arguably robbed of a knockout win over Tyson Fury in their first fight when he put the 6'9" Gypsy King to sleep in the 12th round. There we go. I got another video I'm going to drop exposing this myth that Jack Reese should have just waved the fight off and no other referee would have continued that count. That's another lie. I have the receipts. You know, I love nuking the Alphabet Boys narratives. They so low IQ and so dumb, you know what I mean, that it's very easy to nuke their narrative. Too low IQ for me. I got receipts that I got to come with. Be prepared, all you boys on the chitlin circuit. The coach is coming. Pause. Anyways, so after years of entertaining the fans, Wilder lost his title in a fight in which he was roughed up for 7 rounds by Tyson Fury. Now, this man is the king from Alabama. He brings the hammer from Alabama. And this nigga crying about, oh man, they roughed me up. Man, what kind of stuff this deal, man? How you gonna rough me up? Y'all ain't gonna think nothing? Y'all ain't gonna think nothing about you roughing me up? Nigga, sit your ass down somewhere. Stop all this goddamn crying. This is a man's sport. Tyson Fury rough you up. Get over it. Did Tyson Fury fight him kind of dirty? Yeah, he did that. But nigga, you did the same thing to other fighters you fought in the past. How do I know? I have the receipts. You talk all this Wakanda forever shit, but yet you crying and complaining. Oh man, he roughed me up, man. Man, the referee didn't even, man, he let him lean on me and he was holding me and put me in the headlock. But you're supposed to be this country strong king from Alabama. Boy, hush. Anyways, I'm not finished though. So Wilder, 42-1-1 with 41 KOs. Pretty impressive when you fight Uber drivers, taxi cab drivers, Amazon drivers, you know, cash and carry warehouse workers, Walmart warehouse workers. But that's neither here nor there. Wilder, 42-1-1, put himself in the same position as Floyd Mayweather Jr. A fighter many boxing fans openly rooted against and paid to see him lose. So this tells me that this guy is very sensitive. A lot of fighters have been sensitive throughout the years because they felt like they've been underappreciated. Dude, you got a whole twerk squad army out there who love your twerking cheeks. They come on these platforms and lie for you. They come on these platforms and they threaten people and try to bully them off the internet. What are you complaining about? You have a whole bunch of fans who love you. But I guess that ain't good enough. I guess the chitlin circuit ain't good enough for you, huh? But anyways, boxing fans called Mayweather boring. And many hope for years to see him finally get put in his place and taste defeat. They did the same thing with Muhammad Ali. They did the same thing with Pernell Whitaker. They did the same thing to Marvelous Marvin Hagler. They did the same thing to a lot of fighters in the past. Welcome to the club. But it never happened with Floyd. Wilder feels the same way now as Floyd Mayweather. Allegedly, according to the writer who wrote this article. This dude says this is what Wilder says. Wilder feels unappreciated. They always said he was boring and his style, great boxing skills, great IQ, but it still wasn't enough for the people, said Deontay Wilder to Jabba the Hutt, a.k.a. 7A Sports TV, a.k.a. the general contractor, a.k.a. Jabba the Hutt, a.k.a. Mr. Chitlin Juice, running down his chin. That's what I call him. Leader of the Alphabet Boy community. I hear he got them niggas paying monthly fees and shit. That's how slow these niggas is. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. And then when a king like me comes along, which shows the opposite power, athleticism, it still ain't enough. So Wilder says, and then when a king like him comes along, it shows the opposite of what Floyd Mayweather showed. He showed power, he showed he had athleticism, and he said it still wasn't enough. So he felt underappreciated. Whether it's good or bad, they've kept me relevant, said Deontay Wilder. You're right about that. I'm keeping you relevant right now by talking about you. I don't mind. Talking about you helped me too. So it's beneficial to both parties. And this is why the Alphabet Boys talk about you. You know, when you got to feed your hogs, when they come to drink some of that chitlin juice, when you go on the chitlin circuit, you know, that's what it is. So people got to be careful what they say about Deontay Wilder because of the stand that I've chosen to take. Yeah, the stand you chosen to take is lie on Mark Breland. The stand you chosen to take is lie on Tyson Fury, and I'm not even a fan of Tyson Fury. I don't like neither one of y'all. The stand you chose to take is make excuses. The stand you chose to take is scandalize other black people's name and say that other black people need to be threatened, need to be slapped. This is how mentally weak and fragile this dude is. You worth $40 million, and you worried about what some niggas on the internet got to say about you. Oh man, ain't nobody appreciating me. You got a whole chitlin juice army that appreciates you. The Alphabet Boys pulling your Johnson every day of the week. Stroking your ego, making you feel good. You got a whole bunch of DJ Khaled's on your team. Making you feel good, stroking your ego. But then you got all this stuff to say on Jabba the Hutt channel, but as soon as you came face to face with the guy who you said cheated you, you was quiet as a church mouse. But what happened? Did Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury's friendship? That's the question. So let's go. So Wilder says, I've got people on my side. You might get hit. Whatever he meant by that. I'm not a man of violence. How are you not a man of violence? You're a boxer and you said you wish to get a body on your record. That right there is the definition of violence. But if it comes upon that, you brought it upon yourself, said Deontay Wilder. Whatever he mean by that, that's left to the interpretation of whoever reads it. Wilder has a chance to rectify things by beating Tyson Fury, who has 30 wins, 0 losses, and 1 draw with 21 KOs. On July 24th in their fight at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. If Wilder can knock Fury out cold again, he might get the win this time. It's said to have, he said it's said to have to say that. I guess he meant to say it's sad to have to say that because the guy spelled it wrong. But it's sad to have to say that, but Deontay Wilder already knocked Fury out cold in the first fight. And then the referee didn't stop the fight. So let's hear what the hype man, DJ Salad, a.k.a. DJ Khaled, a.k.a. the glorified hype man, Malik Scott, got to say. Malik Scott says, I'm proud of Wilder. I was very proud of how Deontay Wilder handled himself in that press conference. Said Coach Malik Scott. To you, he didn't say enough. He said too much to me. That's where I was, he said, that's where I was at with it. Right now, he's all business, action, and all violence. So up here, he says, I'm not a man of violence, but down here, Malik Scott contradict that and say he's all violence. So Malik Scott said, that's where we are at with things right now. We're moving on. We're moving to the beat of our own drum over here. Then why the hell you worried about who making videos and saying stuff about you, and you got your goon squad, these fake glorified hype men who broke and got no money, but they happen to be around you, going around asking motherfuckers to take videos down. So if you're moving to your own beat, why are you worried about who's saying what about you on the internet? We're about to become a two-time heavyweight champion of the world. The king is back, says Scott. Scott, we don't believe you. You are a glorified hype man, Malik Scott. And I like you, sir, because you are very articulate. You can talk. You have the gift of gab. But, sir, you are a glorified hype man. You are the DJ Khaled of the Bomb Squad crew. I'm pretty sure you conspired in order to help get Mark Breland fired. And that's cool. Trainers get fired all the time. But if you ain't telling your mans the truth, guess what? He gonna get his ass whooped again. So basically, what happened to Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury's friendship? I got a good idea what happened. Let me break it down like a 57 Chevy. What happened was this. Once Wilder and Tyson Fury ended up in the draw in the first fight, everything was all good, everything was all cool. But at some point in time, Wilder got tired of everyone study talking about Tyson Fury. Remember, Tyson Fury rose from the grave. That fight made Tyson Fury more popular than Deontay Wilder. Think about this, guys. That fight made Tyson Fury more popular than Deontay Wilder. How do I know? Because everybody kept talking about how Deontay Wilder, how Tyson Fury rose from the mat. Like the Undertaker. Everybody talked about that. How he rose from the mat like the Undertaker. Everybody talked about it. Wilder, according to this article, he's always been seeking that attention, that love from the American public. He felt like he wasn't getting it enough. He felt underappreciated. He felt very underappreciated. So that what happened was, once Tyson Fury became more popular than him, in a fight where he knocked Tyson Fury down and Tyson Fury rose from the grave and he beat the 10 count, as time went on, he got irritated and frustrated because he like, man, I've been held this belt for 5 years. Ain't nobody never paid me no attention like this here, man. Why the white boy getting all the attention, man? What happened? Wilder is very emotional. I.e. probably why he likes to express his feminine side by twerking. I.e. probably why he want to express his feminine side by calling himself Mother Goose. I.e. why he want to express his feminine side by saying he want to one day see what it feel like to have a baby. Let's have a baby, baby. I want to get pregnant from my baby. And I'm going to have me some children, and I just want to see what it feel like. Makes sense now. Reading our article told me a lot. Go to boxingnews24.com. As a matter of fact, I'll drop the link right here for you guys. I got some good news on that too, though. This is the link right here. That's the link right there, guys. Boxing News. Boxing News 24 article. There you go. Right there. Go check it out. So, Wilder always wanted validation. He always wanted to get acceptance. He always felt like he was underappreciated. People did not appreciate what he brought to the table in the United States of America. His words, not mine. Very emotional. Nigga, you worth $40 million. Why in the hell you worried about when anyone else think about you? I'm not worth nowhere near that, and I ain't worried about what nobody think about me. Who cares if they appreciate you or not? Just where the check at. Cut the check. Floyd Mayweather took that hate all the way to the bank. Muhammad Ali took that hate all the way to the bank. Muhammad Ali knew it was a lot of people coming to see him fight, to see him lose. He played on it, took it all the way to the bank. You got so emotional. Tyson Fury popularity rose after he got knocked down in that fight. And Deontay Wilder suddenly saw his fame that he so-called wanted so bad, it went to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury hustled Deontay Wilder, convinced him to fight him. Wilder had no idea that it was going to turn out the way it turned out. Tyson Fury became more popular, and then that's what Wilder started turning on Tyson Fury. That's when he started making it racial. That's when he started talking about all the other stuff that had nothing to do with boxing. He took it real personal. That's why when Radio Raheem talked to him, he snapped on Radio Raheem.
To this day,
he's still mad at Radio Raheem. Then he went to talking about, oh man, I'm all healthy right now. I had the receipts. I'm going to be dropping it soon. I'm healthy right now. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm going to knock Tyson Fury out. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. He said all of that leading up to the second fight. Only problem is this here. Fight night came. It didn't work out the way he thought it was going to work out. He wasn't prepared. His ego got in the way. Where am I going at with this? Sonny Liston was the exact same way as Deontay Wilder is today from an emotional standpoint. Not necessarily all the way there, but Sonny Liston, he was a great heavyweight champion. Sonny Liston always wanted validation from the people. He wanted the people to love him. Sonny Liston was a hated champion. He wasn't the people's champ. The people wasn't crazy about Sonny Liston like that. Study Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston made several public statements saying that, he wanted to be accepted amongst the public and he wanted people to love him. The people love Floyd Patterson more than they love Sonny Liston. Even though Sonny Liston beat Floyd Patterson ass twice, they love Floyd Patterson more than they love Sonny Liston. He was more relatable to them than Sonny Liston was. He was hurt that he couldn't get that love and support from the people the way he felt like he should have got it. That's Sonny Liston. Now let's look at it years later. Wilder is saying some of the very same things that Sonny Liston has said. I don't feel like I'm appreciated. Man, I held the belt for 5 years. Yada, 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 yada. Right? He felt underappreciated. Man, ain't nobody paying me no attention like that there. I'm knocking out everybody. Man, you was knocking out Uber drivers and cab drivers and Amazon warehouse workers. That's why. I'm just stating the facts. You fought who they put in front of you. Shelly Finkel did a real good job in matchmaking for you to build your record up and pad your record. Facts. You didn't get the love and support that you felt like you should have got, but you had the whole Alphabet Boy Chitlin community backing you up. That should have been good enough. You said you got the Bomb Squad Nation. That's all you need. What, you trying to get validation from white America? So you had support from a large fan base, but it wasn't enough. Tyson Fury became more popular in the first fight where you knocked him down twice than you ever became your entire career. He got jealous of Tyson Fury. This is what happened. He got jealous of Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury's fame and notoriety rose above his. And he felt like, oh man, when I had the belt, you know what I mean? And he still had the belt at the time. They wasn't showing me no love like that. So he got jealous. I'm the champ, but they still talk about Tyson Fury. They should be talking about me.
to this day,
I'm the one that got 41 knockouts. Why they keep talking about him? He got jealous. Poor Lil Tink Tink. Lil Tink Tink got jealous of a guy who was on coke, a guy who was an alcoholic, a guy who gained 700 pounds, who was sitting on the couch, rubbing on his stomach like Santa Claus from the UK, He got jealous of that guy who came over here and stole Thor's thunder in America. That's what it was. That's what happened. So now, he got jealous. He turned on Tyson Fury, made it racial. Tyson Fury messed up. They was in love with each other. They was real good friends. Tyson Fury ain't see that coming. But Tyson Fury kind of like finesse Wilder too. Hustled them. Hustled them to get that fight. Second fight.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
OG, double OG, what you say, fam? Hey, shout out to Stu Brunts for the super chat. I really appreciate that. OG, triple OG, what you say? You say once that right hand didn't work, then the excuses. I never heard these many excuses in over 30 years. So what happened was you had a coked out, alcohol drinking, mentally ill Tyson Fury, weighed 700 pounds. If he jumped in the ocean in the beach, you would have thought he was a whale. Tune, I missed your super chat. I'm sorry about that, fam. Let me see can I find it, bro. Damn, Tune, it's not up here no more. Tune, just tell me what you said, fam, and I'll drop it.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Shout out to my main man, Tune. Tune, I'm sorry, bro. I missed the super chat. I'm slipping, I'm on pimping. It won't happen again. I apologize, brother. So anyways, he got jealous of Tyson Fury. 700-pound white boy sitting on the couch. He looked like if he jumped in the ocean, he'll look like a damn Shamu to kill a whale. And he came over here. He said, I missed it from 30 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Tune. Sorry about that, bro. And he came over here and stole your thunder. Became more popular than you in your own country. That's how unpopular Deontay Wilder was. And, Tyson Fury come over here in America and he steal your thunder and become more popular than you than in your own country. So, the alphabet boys, we got to make this racial. See, this is what they do to the black man. Yada, 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 yada. Now it's black and white, black and white. Now we got to this day. Now we got, my people been fighting for 400 years. I'm fighting for my people now. Now you want to be this revolutionary and you standing up fighting for your people. Only problem is Tyson Fury beat your ass in front of the entire Wakanda. He beat you so bad that Mark Breland said, man, the hell with this. Let's throw this towel in, man. Tonight ain't his night. You said you didn't have your legs on you. You said that you didn't feel right when you took the mask off. That's what you said. Then you told Kevin Oley that the costume kind of made your legs weak. That's why you didn't have your legs up under you. That's what you said. Then you said that Mark Breland spiked your water bottle to cheat for Tyson Fury. That's what you said. Then you said that Mark Breland faked like he was down with you, but he was really a snake in the grass, and that's why you had to get rid of him. That's what you said. Then you said that the referee was a crab in the bucket referee. He was drunk and he was jealous of you or such and such, such and such. Even though that black referee took points from Tyson Fury. That's what you said. Then you said that Tyson Fury had egg weights in his gloves, and that's why he left a dent in the side of your head in the form of an egg weight. That's what you said. Then your supporters came out and said that, oh man, listen, man, Tyson Fury took padding out of his gloves. That's what you said. Then you said that the entire boxing commission and everybody in the sport of boxing conspired against you because in order to see you lose, because Tyson Fury had the complexion for the protection. That's what you said. You was so disturbed at the fact that you didn't get the love and attention that you felt like you should have. And then when the second fight came, you could not back up all the things that you said you was going to do in the ring. So since you couldn't back it up, you couldn't face the music like a man, look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, man? I need to do some self-analysis. I need to take inventory of myself. You wasn't man enough to do that. You had a bunch of yes men around you. DJ Khaled telling you, oh, man, check this out, D. We ain't going out like that there, dog. Dog, we ain't going out like that there. Man, they cheating you. Man, this what happened. That what happened. Your alphabet boys went to spreading all kind of conspiracies and lies and rumors because they couldn't accept the fact that their king got his ass beat in Wakanda in front of all of his Wakandaites. They were so sure that this was going to be an annihilation. And then when it didn't happen, psychologically, that played a trick on, that did something to you. Couldn't help it. He couldn't help it. Now to this day, he's still saying that Tyson Fury cheated. I had the receipts where he said it. That's what I love about these videos. When you say shit on video, it's out there. I had the receipts. But when you go on the Chitlin circuits and you're talking to Jabba the Hutt and you're talking to all these other alphabet boy channels on the Chitlin circuit, you got all this vigor and energy when you're talking to them. But when you was face to face with the Gypsy King, you had your headphones on like this, had your lips poked out. Gypsy King standing behind you, shadow boxing with his shirt off, with his bad body ass. Tyson Fury's bad body, he's standing behind you, shadow boxing at the press conference. You couldn't talk, and then you had to have your hype man, Malik Scott, be your interpreter. I was proud of Deontay. Nigga, proud of what? He ain't say shit. When you became face to face with the person who you accused of cheating you, you had nothing to say. So when you saw Debo, you got quiet. But then when Debo left, you started back talking again. Yeah, Malik, man, I need you to go ahead and talk for me, man, because you know I'm a country boy from Alabama. I really can't talk that like that. And Tyson Fury, you know, he can talk. He'll out-talk me and embarrass me. And then I don't want these reporters asking me all these questions about all these lies and allegations that I made about slandering Tyson Fury and everybody else's name. So I'm going to just keep my mouth closed, and you go ahead, Malik, and you go ahead and handle my lightweight for me. Handle my lightweight for me and go ahead and answer these questions, man, because I ain't got nothing to say, man, because to be honest with you, I ain't got no proof. Like I said, I had proof. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about the autopsy that my brother talked about. I don't want to talk about the egg weights. I don't want to talk about the padding missing from the gloves. I don't want to talk about the referee, the black referee cheating for Tyson Fury, even though he took a point for Tyson Fury. I don't want to talk about me talking about having babies. I don't want to talk about me twerking on Juneteenth last year, 2020. I don't want to talk about all of these things that I lied about. You know what I mean? Because I'm not man enough to face it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep my mouth closed with my hubba bubba lips, and I'm going to let you do the talking for me, and then we're going to go on the Chitlin circuit, and then I'm going to talk to my Chitlin circuit supporters because I know them niggas green, low IQ, and they're just going to take whatever I tell them and run with it. That's what happened to your king for Wakanda. Him and Tyson Fury was down. Tyson Fury was talking about, oh yeah, you know, AJ, you were just checking. You were scared to fight Deontay Wilder. Buck. Remember that? Remember that Tyson Fury said all that? I came to America to fight the most feared man on the planet, the hardest hitting puncher in the history of the heavyweight division. Tyson Fury gas Deontay Wilder up. Deontay Wilder went to feeling all happy, like, yeah, you know, yeah, man, they already know, man, what I bring to the table, shit, I hit hard. You know, I'm country boy from Alabama, I hit hard. I don't knock down 41 sapsuckers. I caught 41 sapsuckers slipping in the ring, and I knocked them out. Tyson Fury already know what time it is. He already know once he step in the ring with me, what's gonna happen. That's what the country boy from Alabama said. He didn't know Tyson Fury was playing his ass all alone, sucking him all alone. Tyson Fury used you to build his fame and notoriety up in your own country. You let a 700-pound, coked out, alcoholic, suffering from mental health issues, retired, sitting on the couch, boxer, come over here in your country, steal your thunder, and now he's more popular than you are in your own goddamn country, and you had the belt for 5 years. How in the hell you got suckered like that? Tyson Fury, as much as I don't like Tyson Fury, I gotta admit, that's a smart MF. That boy smart, boy. That boy smart. He played you. Now, we got the trilogy match coming up. I'm gonna tell y'all how I see this fight going down. As you know, I picked Tyson Fury to stop Deontay Wilder in the 10th round. between round 9 and round 11, I see this fight getting stopped. Not by Malachi Scott, because Malachi Scott ain't going to throw the towel in. We don't want no towels thrown in this day. We're going to see the referee stop it, or we're going to see Tyson Fury stop him. Or the doctor may stop it. Me personally, I don't want nobody to stop it. Give him what he's looking for. I'm going to tell you how I see this fight going down. Deontay Wilder, I know you're watching this video. I know your hype men, your do-boys that you have around you. Not all of them, because shout out to the Joey Scott, which is Deontay Wilder's strength and conditioning coach. Shout out to that brother. That's a damn good brother. I got much love for that brother. And I look forward to going to his gym right here in Miami with me. Wilder even had metal rods in his hands. I don't know how legal or illegal that is, but it is what it is. But sorry about that. Why everybody keep saying I'm missing super chats? I ain't seeing no super chats. I see Stu Brunts. That's the only super chat I saw. Bruh, hold on. I'm not seeing these super chats. I got Stu Brunts. I got his super chat. Yeah, I haven't seen any more super chats, bro. If I miss your super chats,
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
let me see. What a brother that said I missed his super chat. If I missed the super chat, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here looking. I don't see any super chats at all. But I'm sorry about that. But anyways, I know you're watching this video. I know this video gonna get back to the Chitlin circuit, to the Alphabet Boy community. So I want y'all to deliver a message to your king from Wakanda. This is how I see this fight going down. I see Wilder has a lot of pressure on him. He has to deliver on everything that he said. He said Tyson Fury cheated. He said everybody conspired against him. All this stuff there. I'm going to knock him out this time. Malachi Scott saying we're going to knock him out in 5 and all of that stuff there. Malik, I took a dive. Scott, now I'm in the position to be the lead trainer of Deontay Wilder. This is what I got to say about that. This is how I see this fight going down. Wilder is going to do everything in his power to knock Tyson Fury out. He's going to be angry. He's going to be tight. And the pressure is going to be on. Because everybody from the Alphabet Boy community is hyping this fight up as though their king from Wakanda is going to knock out Tyson Fury. All right, I got this super chat right here.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to my main man Toon. Toon said, I bet for the 12th round KO by Wilder. Man, them odds is crazy. Plus 8,000. You bet 100, you win $8,100. I'm gonna put a Benjamin down just in case. Oh yeah. No, you ain't. Hey, listen. I will put a Benjamin down too. You are not wrong for that too, bruh. You know how we do it when we gambling. You got to go where the money at. You got to go where the money at. I ain't mad at you for that, bruh. Do your thing, baby boy. Do your thing. If you are a troll and you want me to read your comment, you better put a super chat with that. I'm ignoring all trolls. Only ones I'm acknowledging when I go through my chat, I'm just gonna look at my the subscribers who I know who rock with me. If you're a troll, you want to get your comment read, put some bread with it. Other than that, I'm ignoring you. Won't mention your name, you won't get no shine over here. The way to show me your love is by the way you pay me. It don't cost you a thing to stay up out of mine. Shout out to JT Money, man. Y'all don't know nothing about JT Money. I might be for y'all time, right there. But anyways, he got a lot of pressure on him. He has to deliver. Shout out to Shadow Ghost, man. Shadow Ghost, shout out to you, fam. Y'all please go subscribe to Shadow Ghost's Shadow Ghost 81 channel. Please go subscribe to my brother. He had a good show on today too this morning. Anyways, he got a lot of pressure on him. He has to deliver the KO. Why? Because he said that he's going to land the KO. His hype men is saying, we going to knock him out this time. His supporters are saying, yeah, man, we going to catch him with that right hand. It's going to be over with. Even though they caught him with the right hand in the second fight 3 or 4 times. And then in the first fight, they caught him with the right hand. They caught him with a 3-punch combination in the 12th round, and the boy got up and beat the 10 count. But that's neither here nor there. So now he has a lot of pressure on him. He's going to be pressing. He's going to be tense. He's going to get tired. Tyson Fury is going to be calm and relaxed. He's going to come at Tyson. He's going to come at Wilder. Wilder's going to have to show him that he can fight off that back foot. I see a lot of crying to the referee in this fight. It's going to be a lot of crying in this fight now. Wilder going to be crying to the referee in this fight a lot. Malik Scott is going to be crying to the referee a lot. All the Alphabet Boy channels, when they streaming the fight, they gonna be crying. Oh, look what's going on. I can't believe the ref letting this go down. Do you see this, my peoples? My peoples, do you see this? Do you see what's going on? Oh, they're trying to keep the black man down. They already making excuses. They're saying now that, yeah, man, Wilder even said now that, yeah, man, Tyson Fury is working on a new and improved way to try to cheat me in the third fight. They're trying to put all this attention on Tyson Fury. But I wouldn't be surprised if Deontay Wilder try to fight dirty this fight himself. I wouldn't be surprised if Deontay Wilder get caught trying to do something real sneaky. He desperate. The boy desperate. He got to try to come through for his Wakandaites. The only problem is Black Panther is gone. He gonna be tight in this fight. His main mission is I got to try to knock him out. I got to try to knock him out. Remember Rocky 3? When they had Clubber Lang on there. And he fought Rocky. Beat you like I did last time, boy. I'm going to beat you like I did last time. Shut up, fool. You ain't fought nobody. Fight me. I'm the #1 contender. Don't give him a statue. Give him some guts. Remember that fight? It's a movie, but you get where I'm going at with this. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Clubber Lang say, don't give him no statue, give him some guts. Remember that? Clubber Lang beat the brakes off of Rocky that first fight. Remember that? When they picked Clubber Lang up and on their shoulders in the ring? I told you I was gonna do it. I'm the champ. Remember that? My favorite Rocky. In the second fight, leading up to it, he told Bad Boy, he said, you should have never came back. They said, Clubber Lang, what is your game plan? He said, game plan, don't need one. I'm going to beat him like I did last time. I don't need no game plan for that fool. His style is tailor-made for me. He going to come forward, right ahead. Remember that? What happened? Clubber Lang was so busy trying to knock Rocky Balboa out that he got outboxed and he ended up getting knocked out his goddamn self. This is how I see that fight going down. Because he got Jabba the Hutt saying, yo, man, no, we gonna put it down, dog. We gonna put it down. We got the Screeks. We got the Screeks on lock. Then he got some fools on his team going around trying to get videos taken down and threatening people. So we got DJ Khaled's on his team. We got Jabba the Hutts and the Alphabet Boys on this side, and he has to please them. He has to come through for his Wakandaites. I remember a song I used to listen to Public Enemy back in the day. Song that Flavor Flav, Chuck D, Public Enemy made called Don't Believe the Hype. Don't believe the hype, man. Do not believe the hype. The country boy from Alabama gonna get his ass whooped. I don't care how mean he look. I don't care how tough they talk. It's something that I see. His heart is gone. I don't know what it is that Tyson Fury did to him, but he snatched his soul from his body. This is why he couldn't face the man at the press conference. This is why he couldn't talk. He needed an interpreter to talk for him. They was in love in the first fight, leading up to the first fight. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, they was good friends, giving each other sugar. Yeah, dog, we gon' freeze Anthony Joshua out. We gon' freeze AJ out. Remember that? Shout out to Stu Bruns for the super chat.
Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Remember that? We gonna freeze Joshua out. Wilder thought he had a friend in Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury played him, finessed him. Country boy wasn't that smart. He finessed him. You got finessed by a 700-pound Shamu whale. Came to your country, and Tyson Fury was walking through the streets of Los Angeles asking people, have you ever heard of Deontay Wilder? People was like, no, I ain't never heard of him. Wale say, hold on. Jay Smith says, Coach, what percentage you give Wilder in this fight? He has a puncher's chance. Percentage? Can Wilder knock Tyson Fury out? Yeah, he can. Possibility. Anything can happen in the heavyweight division. The only shot he got is knockout. Do you notice when they talk about Wilder, they don't talk about footwork. They don't talk about the jab. They don't talk about head movement. They don't talk about feints. They don't talk about bobbing and weaving. They don't talk about how slick his defense is, how slick his offense is, how he said. They don't talk about none of that. They talk about one thing. Yo, man, once he land that right here, and that's it. Anthony Joshua said it best. I never seen a warrior that comes to the ring with only one weapon. Everybody got a puncher's chance. It's the heavyweight division. But it's something about fatigue when you get tired. And the game plan ain't working no more. And all of the DJ Khaled hype men can't hype you up no more. Because they ain't in that ring finna take that ass whooping. They're not in the ring taking them punches. And they don't understand when your body get tight because you have anxiety. Your body has been overcome with anxiety because this is the guy who came to your country and stole your thunder. You wanted to be so accepted and loved by the Americans, and you was upset and jealous that this guy, 700-pound, coked out sumo wrestler, came over here and stole your thunder. And now he not only did he steal your thunder, he beat your ass and took your belt in front of all of your Wakandaites, and everybody's in denial about this. The only reason he won because of this and that and this and that, this and that. To this day, you have not accepted responsibility for your actions in this fight. Shout out to Exclusive.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Salute, Coach, chat, and all the passionate boxing fans out there. At work, just finished watching Snowfall on my lunch break. It was good too. Yeah, man. Salute to my brother Exclusive, man. We're gonna get Exclusive over here, man. He's an amateur fighter, man. He's fighting in the Golden Gloves as well. We're gonna get him on here and interview him as well. We gotta have the brother on here, man, because we gotta keep the sport of boxing alive. Shout out to Diallo Huggy. Hey, bro, I gotta holler at you, man. I gotta holler at you. Hey, you got an uncle that live in Temple? Or if I'll just say that. Just say yes or no.
Hey, Leroy.
You just sitting here, you don't know what I'm talking about? Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.
Anyways, shout out to Mercy Grace.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat.
He's a brawler, not a boxer.
Playtime's over.
Shout out to Mercy Grace for the super chat. Yeah. I already know. Yeah, man, me and your uncle, man, we like this. We real cool. We go back. We go back to the 80s. Me and old Tony. Yeah, we go back, man. We go all the way back to 1980, 88. We go back. Yeah, anyways. So that's what it is. So Wilder felt like he was underappreciated in his own country. Sonny Liston felt that way too. Quite a few fighters felt that way. They say, are you going to pay for the fight? Yes, I'm going to pay for the fight. Yeah, I'm going to pay for that fight. Absolutely. I'm paying for the fight. Of course. I'm going to watch that fight. I'm going to support Wilder and I'm going to support Tyson Fury. Two fighters that I don't like, but I'm going to support both of them. You want to know why? Because I want to see this shit. I want to see who going to win and who going to lose. Can Wakanda prevail? Or will it be Tyson the Gypsy King Fury winning again? I don't, we gonna knock him out in 5. How you gonna do that, Malik Scott? Who are you sparring? What sparring partners do you have in camp that's preparing you for Tyson Fury? What sparring partners do you have that's preparing you for a 6'9", 280-pound giant that beat the brakes off of you in the second fight? What sparring partners are you using to prepare you for that? How much weight are you going to come in weighing? How much are you going to weigh the night of the fight? Will you bring any water bottles to the ring? Do you plan on wearing any more costumes to the ring? What nationality or race of referee that you're going to use this time? Since you had a problem with the white referee and you had a problem with the black referee. So who are you going to bring this time? Who's going to be the referee? And if you felt like Las Vegas and Athletic Commission, Mauricio Suleiman, and Las Vegas was the scene where the crime took place at against you, why in the hell are you going back to the same place where you felt like you got cheated at? That's a good question. But they was friends though. We gonna freeze out Anthony Joshua. We gonna come together and fight each other. I wouldn't be surprised if all of this is just some WWE type shit that's going on. I wouldn't be surprised if Tyson Fury and Wilder are still good, really good friends right now, and they in the back somewhere just laughing and kicking because they set all this stuff up. That wouldn't even surprise me, to be honest with you. I'm not saying that's what it is, but it wouldn't surprise me if that is what it is.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Y2K say Deontay flat out can't box, period. I want to see a Wilder stands will say better man won if Wilder loses. I'll be there. I'll be at the bar for this fight. Can't wait. No, they're not going to say that. They got too much pride. Their pride ain't going to let them say that. When you as racist as them dudes is and lie all the time, they probably ain't going to let them say that. They got to toe the line. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Dr. Mofongo. I did see that. I did see that interview with on Radio Raheem and Lee Scott. Unless he interviewed him again, but I saw the last interview they had, the day of the press conference. Radio Raheem asked him some damn good questions. He asked him the questions that Wilder did not want to answer. That's why he was quiet. And then when you don't have the gift of gab, when you don't know how to articulate your position, and when you make all these excuses and lies and scandalize other people's names in the process, it's kind of hard to defend the lie. You can go around the chitlin circuit because that's all they do is lie. So you feel comfortable going around them because they're not gonna press you on anything. They're just gonna be your hype man. Yo, king. Yo, man, you right about that, dog. Yo, man, hell yeah, man, he did do that, dog. Yo, you are a king. Sucking them up. Getting them some of that good, awesome jawsome. Are you going to spend any more money with the Glam Squad? Is what I want to know. To get any more costumes made. So, Mr. Deontay Wilder, I know you got your I know you got your do boys. That's what we call them in Florida, do boys. You do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. Yes, but I'll go do it. I'll go do it. I'm finna go do it right now. Oh, this dude on the internet right now. He live. He said something about me. Man, get in contact with that dude, man, to see if we get that video taken down. Ain't gonna happen with me though. Do you plan on spending some more money with the Glam Squad to get some more costumes made? That's what I want to know. Do you plan on having any white towels in your corner? Since you had a problem with the white towel getting thrown in the last fight, do you plan on having any white towels in your corner this time? Do you plan on listening to Malik? I took a dive, Scott. We got a game plan we trying to execute, and we gonna execute it, and we gonna get Tyson Fury out of there. Malik Scott, I don't believe you. You hyping your man up, and you doing a good job. You got to get that check. Now, I ain't mad at you for getting that money. Yeah, man, we brothers. We brothers. Nigga, please, you there to get the check. You dick riding, and that's all you doing. You dick riding, and you just there to get the goddamn check. And you know, you took a dive against him in your fight. So you sitting around here stroking his ego, making him feel good, getting him some sugar, all that stuff there. That's all you doing. Malik Scott, you're a nice guy. You can articulate. You're a good guy. But guess what? You can get it too. All that, yeah, we going to show what we doing on the gram. And yeah, see, this is what we doing. And that's good that you're showing stuff that you're doing on Instagram, because you got to give your supporters something to get happy about. The only problem is, if you can't deliver on July the 24th, then what? I don't want to be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you, man, because that fan base is so radical. And it's something that someone said to me. They said, man, if Tyson Fury was to win this fight, do you think that there's going to be violence that will break out in the audience? I said, you know what, man, that wouldn't surprise me. Malik Scott he's a boxing connoisseur. He's a master trainer. Who has he trained? Let me go ahead and drop the link. If I'm not familiar with you, you will not be able to come on this panel, because I don't want no trolls. I don't want nobody coming over here cursing, showing all kind of private area pics. We ain't doing none of that there. If I don't know you, I will not let you in. And no meaning everybody who I know I rock with in the chat, who always here, who I know. So I'm gonna drop this link right here, man. I'm gonna drop the link right here, man. But before I drop it, I got some requests. You complained about the costume. We don't want you spending no more money with the Glam Squad. Shout out to the LGBT community, LGBT/LDBC. They sound very similar. I think they're united. Anyways, and shout out to the Glam Squad and Bomb Squad connection. Y'all one big happy family over there, and I wish you much success. Much love to you. Hope it work out. We don't want you wearing no more costumes. So, Glam Squad, please do not make any heavy costumes for the king. The king has to come back to his throne and avenge his loss. So we don't want you wearing no costumes, and we do not want you bringing any water bottles to the corner, because we don't want nobody saying that your water got spiked. And you got to show the autopsy report. We need to know if your skull has been healed, because you said that you had a dent in your skull, and your brother said that you had an autopsy. So we need to make sure that, one, our king has been medically cleared to fight Tyson Fury, because we need to see the autopsy to make sure that you don't have the dent anymore. That's one. Number two, you cannot spend any more money with the Glam Squad. Much love to the Glam Squad, but you guys made a costume that wore his legs out, so we don't want him to use that excuse. So we can't afford that anymore. That's 2. And 3, we don't need any white towels in the corner. And 4, we don't want any water bottles in the corner because we don't want no towels thrown in, and we do not want any opportunity for the water to get spiked. I want to eliminate all excuses. I'm going to tell you something that Antonio Tarver told my hero, Roy Jones Jr. When he got Roy in the ring the second time, I think it was the second fight or the third fight, he said, "What's your excuse going to be this time, Roy?" What's your excuse going to be this time? If you don't win. If you win, I'm going to come on this show. I'm going to say the Twerkinator won. He pulled it out. It is what it is. And we're going to move on. That's what I'm going to say. If the Twerkinator lose, I'm going to say, well, he got his ass whooped like I thought he was going to get his ass whooped. It is what it is. Tyson Fury is just a better man. We're going to move on. That's it. It's just another fight to me. I'm not emotionally invested in neither one of these guys. But I'm not going to sit here and cap for another guy. Well, he black. We got to stick together. Well, why you ain't sticking with Jamel Charlo? Why you ain't sticking with Terrence Crawford? Why you ain't sticking with Anthony Joshua? Why you ain't sticking with Dillian White? Why you ain't sticking with Jamal Charlo or any other body? Why you ain't sticking with Sugar Hill? Why you not sticking with Mark Breland? You listen. I'm gonna tell you another reason.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Jaguar Paul, shout out to you for the super chat. You said after Wilder loses, the Colt going up in flames like Waco. I got another thing I gotta say too. Until you apologize to Mark Breland, I never bet on you. I'd never be a fan of you until you apologize to Mark Breland because you scandalized that man's name. You dirtied his character. I don't talk to Hall of Fame trainers. I don't talk to Hall of Fame boxers. And everybody I talk to say the same thing about Mark Breland. They say he's a stand-up guy. He is a high character guy. Now, if you fired the man, there's nothing wrong with firing him. But the problem I have is you lied on that man. You scandalized his name. You's a liar, Beyonce Wilder. You and your hype man, Malik Scott. So, tell your little army, the Twerkinator army. Well, the Twerkinator army, tell them I said this. I ain't scared. I ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. Not me.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to Mercy Grace. Do you think we will get an undisputed after this? Nah, ain't gonna be no undisputed. Ain't gonna be no undisputed. I don't think so. Especially if Wilder wins. You can forget that. They're not gonna make that mistake in having Wilder fight somebody outside of the PBC ever again in life. They miscalculated against Tyson Fury. They're not gonna make that mistake again if Wilder wins. If Wilder loses, if Wilder loses, it might be a possibility that we can get that. But Tyson Fury lies so much, I don't believe nothing he says. But I'm not looking ahead of that right now, Mercy Grace, to be honest with you. We just gonna focus on July 24th. Until you apologize to Mark Breland, I'm not gonna lighten up, I'm gonna tighten up. Until you apologize to Mark Breland, I'm gonna keep my foot on your neck. You, your alphabet boys, and your hype men, I don't give a damn. I can handle all y'all. This shit easy for me. Until you apologize to Mark Breland. And that's how I feel about it. So let me drop the link. Anybody want to come on? You can come on here. Pause. Pause. OG, double OG, triple OG. What you say, fam? Defamation of character. How he did Mark Breland. Absolutely. Bro, I have talked to so many people who know Mark Breland. Professional boxers, Hall of Fame trainers. All of them say the same thing. Every last one of them. So, Mark Breland is a stand-up guy. Shout out to Mark Breland. I'm representing for you, brother. I don't even know Mark Breland. Did the man real dirty. Officer Drew, talking about the police officer? Nah, he ain't gonna do that. Police officer ain't gonna do that, Arlene. You already know that. He'll probably try to arrest him, even though Sugar Hill was an ex-police officer too. Dennis, what's going on, fam?
What's up, Coach?
What the lit read?
Hi, Coach.
What's happening?
I mean, I just wonder what the excuses will be this time when Wilder takes another loss.
I mean, it's a possibility he can win, you know what I mean? But I don't see him winning. I just don't, because it's from the reason why I don't see him winning because mentally, just the stuff he's saying out of his mouth, mentally, he's not there. You know what I mean? So, mentally, it's kind of hard to correct the wrongs when you don't, hold on, guys. Let me see, can I get this right? Oh, turn it this way. When you don't accept responsibility for your actions, you know what I mean? And you blame everybody else and you still doing it to this day. You still doing it. I just don't, and then I don't like the way he did Mark Breland, bro. So I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that at all. I can't ride with a guy that lies on other men. You're supposed to be pro-black. You throw this brother under the bus. Everybody I talk to say this guy has a high character, yada, yada, yada. Your followers go around threatening people, try to get YouTube channels shut down, try to get videos removed, yada, yada. They haven't done that. They haven't came at me like that. I think they know. I think they know they're just wasting their time with me. Shit ain't happening.
Have they tried to, shut you down? Like the same way they tried to do Kurt of counterpunch boxing?
Nah. I mean, if they probably did, I don't know anything about it. They might have. But I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that at all. I ain't worried about no internet bullies. I can't worry about that. Somebody gotta stand up. Why not me? Shout out to my main man, Shadow Ghost.
Hey man, thanks for having me, man. Look, I say that all the time, bro. Like, you gotta be built differently to be scared on the internet, bro. I don't know. It's weird. Look, man, I just want to say just real quick. You made me think, actually, bro, before I came on here, because we were talking about it before, about the Wilder and Fury 3 and the costume. Is he going to come out with a costume, bro?
Nah, he better not wear no costume. He can't wear no costume. I was thinking
about that, because I was like, wait a second. Like, you had so many excuses, bro. Like, so if you come out with that costume, what is that telling me? So, like, that shit better be light as hell.
Yeah, nah, man. I mean, if he come out with a costume, then that let us know that his excuse he gave about the first costume was bullshit in the first place.
Right, because what he said, he had it on for 20 minutes, I think, with 20 minutes. But then he has another video of he was with the fire department, I think it was. I trained with.
Yeah. Kurt showed on his. Yeah, he does. He did.
Hey, Leroy.
Shout out the exclusive.
Chat received.
Wilder beat up in cab driving sparring today. Hey, hold on. One more super chat. Toba time.
Hey,
Shout out to Toba time for the super chat.
Super chat received.
Malik, who runs from opponents and falls without being touched. Malik rubbish. The mic quote. Yes, everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the face. This is another thing. Like, how can I bet on a trainer who take dives and run? If you watch the fight with Malik Scott and King Kong Ortiz, this nigga was running like Usain Bolt. Like, literally. He turned this back. I thought he was going to run out the goddamn ring. How in the hell I'm going to bet on Malik Scott? Yeah, he talk good. He's articulate. I like him. But nigga, you DJ Khaled. You was a C-class fighter yourself, a C-class fighter, and now you're going to take Deontay Wilder, you're going to take him to another level. Now, it's a possibility you can. But again, what I see happening is this. He's going to come in tight. I'm going to get this fool. I'm going to get him. I got to knock him out. I told my Twerkinator army I'm going to knock him out. I told everybody I'm going to knock him out. They cheated me. I told him I got to get him. And then guess what? He going to be trying to get him. He going to be trying to land that hammer from Alabama. He going to miss. He going to get tired. Tyson Fury going to put him on the back foot. He going to put that weight on his ass. He going to be crying to the referee. Oh, ref, look, man, look. Why you got him doing this to me? He going to get drained. And by the 9th or 10th round, they going to stop him. That's what I'm dead ass here, bro. This how I see this shit going down. What Malik Scott gonna tell him? What y'all gonna do? Go ahead, man. Sorry, I ain't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. That's how I see it going down myself, to be honest with you.
I mean, I just wanted to add on to the the fight with Malik Scott and Louis King Kong Ortiz. I mean, the ref kept ruling a slipped on Malik Scott when you try to fall down. I mean, I, I mean, he just intentionally wanted to quit for that fight, and also the Deontay Wilder fight. I mean, he took a he wasn't even hit that hard. I mean, he just the glove was here. He just got hit. He fell down. He took too long to get up to beat the 10 count. That that's the guy that Wilder's picked up, and also that's the same guy who got his eardrum bust by Tyson Fury. So
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
made sure
Leroy.
Super chat
he made sure.
received.
Yeah.
Playtime's
this is
over,
Jack.
boy.
Yes, I get a no answer from Mr. Sheldon. Hope he all right. Yeah, Sheldon all right. He taking care of something. He all right. He Sheldon all right. My co-host Sheldon Moore. Yeah. So he busts Malik Scott's eardrum. He busts Deontay Wilder's eardrum. Wilder's fans said that because his eardrum was burst, this is proof that Tyson Fury had egg weights in his gloves. But the question is, when Malik Scott admitted that Tyson Fury bust his eardrums, did he have those same egg weights in his gloves? How did he burst your eardrums? Like how? Like you see what I'm saying? You just defeated he just defeated the whole argument when he brought that up. Yeah, you bust my eardrum, man. So what? That ain't nothing to brag about.
Yeah, man. Look, man. How does Deontay not say nothing and Malik speak for him, and it's worse? How my man gonna tell him that he bust my eardrum? Now he whooped both your ass. That shit is hilarious, bro.
Like,
he just admitted that he whipped both your ass. So he whipped both your ass is what you're saying. Okay.
Man, Malik Scott, man, he's a nice guy. I like the guy. I'm not gonna lie. I like the guy. He's a nice guy. You see what I'm saying? He's getting a check. He's been wanting to be in that position to be the lead trainer for a long time. He finally got his shot. I hope everything work out for him. I ain't bet no money on it. I got Tyson Fury stopping Wilder in the ninth, between the 9th and the 11th round. I see a late TKO stoppage. Wilder's gonna come in 10 times better, but Tyson Fury gonna come in 10 times better as well, right? And whatever Wilder can do, Tyson Fury can do better outside of having that one punch knockout. He don't ate your punch already. He got up from your punch in the first fight, and in the second fight, he ate it flush. So when that hammer from Alabama don't work, then what? What you gonna fall back on? Tommy Brooks said this, and I'm gonna keep repeating this because it came from a Hall of Famer. I say, Tommy Brooks, when you go into the ring, right, and you're training your fighter to get ready for a fight, do you have a plan A, B, C, or D? Like if the A don't work, then you go to B. If B don't work, go to C. Tommy Brooks say, no, we only have 2 plans. I train my fighter for a plan A and a plan B. He said, plan A don't work, we go to plan B. And plan B don't work, we go back to plan A. He said the worst thing you can do is have a confused fighter in the ring. When you got too many plans going on, the fighter gets confused and he can't execute anything. Then he gonna get his ass whooped. So I trust Sugar Hill as a trainer more so than I trust Malik Scott. I'm just being honest with you. Now, if I want to have someone speak for me and talk articulate and be nice, Malik Scott is my guy. I take him over Sugar Hill any day of the week. But when it comes to training, getting me ready for a championship fight, I take Sugar Hill every day of the week over a glorified hype man. Go ahead, South Shadow. Go. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say one thing, and I was gonna get off. I just wanted to stop by, man, and just show some love, man. With Wilder, real quick though, I will say this: the fact I'm gonna tell you, like, I see a lot of tactics and stuff that shows me that he's like, you know how you said like something happened to him in that second fight,
right?
Something did happen to him in that second fight because he's posting videos and shit. Like of him lifting and just, I don't know. It's just psychologically, I think he's psychologically damaged from that second fight. And, but the fact that he's been training a lot though, and as long as he's got that right hand, I mean, I think he can knock him out, but I just don't see it happening. I just think that Fury is just, if he couldn't do it when Fury was 50% or when he came off all those drugs and being depressed and all this other shit, lost all that weight, he couldn't do it then. And then you saw what happened when he was a way better shape the second time. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I know one thing. The way that Fury fights, the longer that fight goes on, it's gonna be worse for Wilder. Just in my opinion, because of the way he fights. He throws a couple of punches, he grabs you, smothers you, rinse, repeat, slippery, smothers you. Those I mean, if you ain't fucking got some conditioning, bro, your ass is tired by the 6-7 round, bro. You get. I mean,
I can honestly shout out to Mark Nash. Mark Nash says, yo, coach, I remember when you asked Tommy that, I was dying laughing because he was serious. Yeah, he was serious. No one, only plans. Yeah, only 2 plans. That's it. We got 2 plans, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have plan A. Listen, we're gonna go in there with plan. Listen, this is what Malik Scott. This is what Malik Scott need to say. Look, dog, check this out, dog. We ain't got but 1 shot in this here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have plan A and plan B. If you're going there with plan A, he kicking your ass, we're gonna go to plan B. If it's plan B, he kicking your ass, we're gonna go back to plan A. And we're gonna try to do a different variation of that. And if that don't work, we're gonna complain to the referee and we're gonna come up with something. I wouldn't be surprised if someone to get disqualified in this fight. Like, I just think that this dude is desperate at this point. Because if he can't knock him out, then what? As you said, Shadow Ghost, as this fight go on longer, once it get past the 5th round, Wilder said you're going to knock him out in the 5th round. Once it get past the 5th round, then it go into the 6th round, then the 7th round, then the 8th round. Then what? Psychologically, it's like, man, I can't get him out of there. Well, you know, my twerk arm is out here watching me, and I'm letting him down. Because you're not going to outbox him. Go ahead.
That's another thing. Your anxiety too. Like, that's also, it's like a mental game. As that fight goes on, he's gonna start getting anxiety. I can't lose twice, bro. Right. I can't lose twice again. This is, I mean, look at what this, just psychologically what it did the first loss, bro.
Right.
So yeah, a lot of pressure's on him, man. But listen, man, I'm gonna head out of here, man. Listen, I'm gonna be in the chat, all right?
All right. Salute to my brother Shadow Ghost. Y'all please subscribe to Shadow Ghost's channel, man. Shadow Ghost 81. Please look him up on YouTube and please subscribe to my brother channel, man. That's a good brother, man. That's my guy. I mess with him. Pause. Pause. Gotta say pause, man, because hey, Punch Drunk got me saying this pause stuff, man. It's Punch fault. It's Punch fault, bro. Dennis, go ahead, bro.
I mean, July 24th, I feel like it's gonna be revenge or repeat for the sport of boxing. It's gonna be revenge for Wilder and repeat for Fury. If it's a repeat for Fury, that means, you know, Wilder has to pack his bags and leave because that's gonna be his retirement day when he loses and he gets knocked out. I remember, you know, Fury gave out his game plan the first time. He's gonna come forward. He said that he's gonna go for the knockout, which he did, and he beat Deontay Wilder in one-sided fashion in the second fight. And in the third fight, in the press conference, he also said the same thing. He said he's gonna run through him like a 18-wheeler, run over a human being. I feel like I actually at this point I'm gonna believe what Tyson Fury said, because what he said happened. What he said for the first fight, for the second fight. That's what he said, and that's what he did. So, knowing that these two guys haven't fought for a duration of 18 months, I feel like, you know, Fury is gonna, you know, annihilate Wilder if Wilder didn't make the changes. But I can say Wilder is a guy who, you know, he hasn't changed to the type of fighter that he needs to be to beat Tyson Fury, to beat a Tyson Fury, right? He has a puncher's chance, and for me, okay, I can say Wilder has a chance, but I don't like his odds because it's only like one punch. Like, he only has to land that right hand. If he doesn't land that right hand, it's gone. The right hand was taken away in the second fight. I mean, if he landed the right hand, work on different variations of the jab, develop a left hook. He landed it, but Fury ate it, right? I mean, this time he would hit. Fury moved his head back. He stretched his arm. He completely took away so the right hand didn't have like a lot of juice in it. Like the first time, you know, the first time he got 2 knockdowns, he put some juice in it. You know, he sent Fury to the canvas. But this time, Fury the right hand, okay, although he had some juice in it, but you know, Fury had a game plan to, you know, diffuse the right hand. So I feel
he took
it
Fury,
who is a pure boxer.
He took the punch better. Basically, he felt it in the first fight. He took, he felt it in the first fight. Like if you watch that first round, in that second round, he caught him flush. It was no turning of it. He caught him flush.
Yeah.
Like Fury, like he caught him clean on the jaw, but he ate it. He ate the punch. That's the thing. Like you're not gonna knock everybody out. He ate the punch. He ate it. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. But Dennis, man, listen, man. Shout out to you, fam, man. Thank you so much for rocking with me, man. Much love to my brother Dennis. Let's give our brother a round of applause, man. Give my brother Dennis a round of applause. Shout out to my brother Dennis, man. Much love, brother. Much love. Much love, man. Absolutely, man. So, hey, listen, man. So, Candace Moody said that Wilder had almost been in boxing. Wilder had been in boxing for almost 14 years, and he doesn't have the resume that AJ got. At the end of the day, Wilder and Fury is going to do nothing but play hot potato with that WBC belt. Yeah, we might see a fourth fight. Hector, what you say, fam? Coach, what do you think about Canelo wanting to fight Arthur Beterbiev next? Yeah, if he wants to fight Beterbiev next, that might mean that things are not working out with Caleb Eggplant. Eggplant don't want to sign the contract. That's what that sounds like to me, brother.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime.
Mercy Grace said there's a lot of people predicting the disqualification. Yeah, I think you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why I may think that because I think Wilder gonna pull a junkie stunt. A junkie stunt is something that we say in Florida. Junkie stunt meaning that he's gonna pull out some kind of trick, some kind of stunt to try to get out of this fight. Mike Tyson, my favorite fighter, one of my favorite heavyweights of all time, he pulled a junkie stunt in Evander Holyfield when he bit him on the ear. He got disqualified. I can see Wilder doing that, not necessarily biting the ear, but he's going to do something crazy. Because when the plan ain't working and he has this pressure, I got to come through for my Wakanda ice. I got to come through. I don't win on the chitlin circuit, and I don't told everybody what I was gonna do, and this shit ain't working out. Man, I got to do something. And his fans gonna run cover for him anyways. There's no accountability. Why accept responsibility for your actions when you could just blame somebody else? So now you guys understand what happened. What happened to Wilder and Fury? Remember when they was first the best of friends. Now you know what happened. What happened to their friendship? They was in love with each other. Now you know what happened. Fury came over here and he stole Wilder's thunder. Wilder said in his article that he felt underappreciated as a champion. He felt like he had the belt for 5 years and no one really appreciated him. So that tells you everything you need to know. He felt underappreciated, and then even though he knocked Tyson Fury down in the first fight, everybody focused on Tyson Fury rising up from the grave and finishing the 12th round. Wilder always wanted that attention. He always wanted that love and support. I just want some love. Ain't nobody supporting me like I wanted to. I feel underappreciated. Man, this white boy come over here, man. I blessed him. I gave Tyson Fury a chance. I didn't have to do that. I turned down more money to fight Anthony Joshua than to go ahead and fight you. Remember he said that? I have the receipts. Because you know what they're going to say, man. Why they never said that? Only problem with that is I got the receipts. I had the receipts. I turned down more money to fight Anthony Joshua, and I gave you an opportunity. I blessed you. I didn't have to do that. Didn't work out, country boy. Didn't work out. You blessed Tyson Fury, huh? So you couldn't bless Anthony Joshua. You couldn't bless Dillian White. You blessed Tyson Fury. And now Tyson Fury is more popular in the United States than Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury ain't even from here. He's more popular in the United States than Deontay Wilder. How do I know? Because one, he rose from the grave in the first fight. People were so in awe at the fact that he was able to rise up after such a devastating knockdown. It can go the other way too, Coach. If Kenny is there, they took a point the last time. Fury can start that wrestling stuff, and they can do DQ him and get the belt off him. Yeah, they probably can do that too. They can do that too. That's a possibility. And then if they do that, then Fury just gonna have to make the adjustments. Because fighters always, but not Smith the West. Bernard Hopkins was something else. B-Hop. Hey, if you are a refereeing a Bernard Hopkins fight, you're gonna have your hands full. If I'm Tyson Fury, the referee gonna have to do his job that day. Make him do his job. And it's something that I wanted to run by you guys also. Remember when they took a point from Tyson Fury in that second fight? He didn't get mad. He didn't start complaining. He just said, okay, I got a point taken away from me. I got to stop this guy. Everything was really slated towards against Fury in that second fight. Only problem is he just stopped him. So, and this is the thing too. We got to thank Mark Breland. Mark Breland is the hero for this third fight. Do you want to know why? Because if it wasn't for Mark Breland, there's no telling what would have happened in that fight. Now, Kenny Bailey said that if Wilder don't show me something, and he told Wilder in round 6, man, you got to show me something. You better show me something or I'm going to stop this fight. When the referee comes to your corner and he tells you, you better show me something or I'm going to stop this fight, that means you're getting your ass whooped. I see a broken man. And guess what? No, I don't care how mean Malik Scott look when he doing interviews, the pictures they take for the gram, all that shit there. Oh, listen, bro, listen. I know you're putting on for the gram. I get it. I want to know who your sparring partners are. Who are you using to prepare you for a 6'9", 280-pound gypsy that can box? And if Tyson Fury get any power, if he works on his power, because the second fight, we saw your mouth bleeding, your nose bleeding, and your ears bleeding. He busts you in the mouth, busts you in the nose, and busts your ears. If he's working on that knockout shot, and Pillow Fist turn around and can punch. Because no one is going to tell me that a 6'9", 280-pound man cannot punch. Malik Scott, no, that ain't the truth. Malik Scott got his eardrum burst by Tyson Fury. So he know he can punch. He even said it in the press conference. Yeah, man, you can fight, man. That ain't nothing to brag about. You can fight. So what? You beat me up. So what? You bust my eardrum. That ain't nothing to brag about. You're right, it ain't nothing to brag about. Because you ain't nobody. Malik Scott was nobody as a boxer. He was a C-class fighter. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not going to say he was a bum. I'm not going to say that. He was a C-class fighter, though. C-class. Like the Benz, C-class, Mercedes-Benz, he was a C-class fighter. So Tyson Fury busting his eardrum really, he was right when he said it ain't nothing. Malik Scott was right about that. That ain't nothing to brag about. You're right. It ain't nobody but Malik Scott. It ain't nobody. So that's how I took it when Malik Scott said that. James Burrell said, what happened to that friendship was Wilder got played. Fury knew he was a manufactured champion that he could beat and convince him that that was a cherry pick with a name. Yeah. I got to take my hat off to Tyson Fury. He played him. Wilder said the same thing about Joshua. He said good things about him. It was only after he beat Klitschko that he got more known. He started saying bad things about him. Wilder get jealous of anyone who has more notoriety than him because he feels underappreciated. No one appreciate me. Welcome to the club. Don't worry about the appreciation. Worry about the check. So he's worried about what people thinks about him. That shows me a sign of mental weakness. Dude say, dang, bro, you so harsh on Wilder. He got plenty of money. He'll be all right. I ain't nobody. They watching this video, though. They watching this video. I know they is. 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 I know they is I got receipts on my phone. They watch everything. Need to be focusing on July 24th. Who your sparring partners are. That's what I want to know. We know who Tyson Fury sparring partners are. Jared Anderson, the next heavyweight champion, American heavyweight champion of the world. F.A. Jabba. Couple of more guys he got in there. And I hear they've been getting Tyson Fury that work in sparring. They say they've been getting Tyson Fury the business. But it's good though. If you're going to get beat up or get work real good, it's best to get it done in sparring. Because when you're in the fight, the fighter who your opponent is not going to take it easy on you. Your opponent's not going to take it easy on you. So, Tyson Fury look a little bruised up, lip burst a little bit, scars around his eyes. He been having some hell of a sparring. And that's a good thing. That means he's taking it serious. Now, who is Wilder sparring? I think Deontay Wilder sparring sessions goes a little something like this, guys. Look, Malachi Scott, he brought the sparring partners in. Look, let me tell you something. We got to bring D. We got to bring D, our king Deontay. We got to bring his psyche back. So when you get in that ring, you better not try to push him hard. You better not try to do your best in that ring to try to push him. You better make him you better make him look as good as possible. And then we gonna praise him and uplift him to make him look good and tell him that he's 10 times better than Muhammad Ali inside the ring. And we're going to tell him that he's 15 times better than the Mike Tyson. We're going to tell him he's 20 times better than Lennox Lewis. You better make him look good in the ring, and you better not try to hurt him, and you better not try to push him. If it's a sparring session like that, he going to get his ass whooped. I want a sparring partner that's going to push the hell out of me. Because when I step in the ring, that fighter that I'm going to fight, he's not going to take it easy on me. Hector says Malachi Scott gonna get Trainer of the Year award. The only Trainer of the Year award Malachi Scott gonna get, he gonna train me how to be a hype man. That's the only award I see him getting. Ass kissing award. Get the check award. Trainer, I trust Sugar Hill over Malachi Scott. I'd rather take a fighter who's willing to listen and don't have an ego issue versus a fighter who I got to constantly stroke his ego every day. I got to be an interpreter for him. Talk for him. Rory Johnson said, I'm starting to think all of this stuff is by design to promote the fight. They need to compel casual fans to buy the pay-per-view. And the best way to do that is to make them think that two guys really hate each other. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised about that neither. They might still be best friends right now. They might still be best friends right now. Lifetime Eon saying, Coach, why do I feel like I'm blocked? Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not addressing everybody in the chat, so I'm just addressing a couple of people. Why do I feel like I'm blocked? Yeah, I have no idea. Facts. He need to pace himself and forget the anger, or he done in 4. Nah, he gonna come in better than that. He not gonna be done in 4. But he got a lot of pressure on him. He made a lot of allegations, told a lot of lies, scandalized Mark Breland's name. If he get his ass whooped, then what? Again, I like Malachi Scott as a talker. I like him because he can articulate. That's about it, though. That's what I like about him. If it wasn't for Mark Breeden, we would not have a trilogy match. Because we have seen several fighters lose their lives in the ring. We have seen several fighters get beat to oblivion. You got people on your team that don't give a damn about you. They are there for the ride. They're there for the perks. I get to ride in the Benz with Deontay. I get to go to his house. I get to watch him twerk. He get to come on my channel and he give me interviews. They care nothing about you, champ. They only care about what you can do for them. The sad part about it is you like yes men in your corner. You like being lied to. You like dudes stroking your ego. You ain't got nobody in your camp like me. Mark Nash says true. Y'all please subscribe to Mark Nash's channel. True. Breeden saved him, in my opinion. In my opinion, too. You ain't got nobody, you ain't got an objective voice in your camp like me. Yeah, D. Let's do this. Yeah, that's it. Press conference, we didn't hear no bomb squad. Press conference, we didn't hear no.
To this day.
We didn't hear none of that. When you go on the chitlin circuit, we hear all of that stuff. You got these hype men around you, bro. They're going to get you killed. You can't have a whole bunch of DJ Khaled's and Lil Jon's. What? Yeah, we can't have none of that. We can't have a whole bunch of DJ Screw, DJ Envies, Funkmaster Flex, Big Cap, DJ Big Cap. We don't need that. I don't need you hyping me up. Tell me what I need to hear. Where did I go wrong at? How can I correct the wrongs? If I was in your corner, the first thing I say is this.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to my brother. Shout out goes for the super chat. He said, whose idea was it to try to imitate Fury with videos, hitting mitts, jump rope, bench pressing, or try to intimidate? But after a while, they got beat down. That ain't scaring Fury. Nah, it's gonna take more than that. It's gonna take more than that. Tobertine said, can Wilder take away Fury's jab? Because those jabs did more damage to Wilder than anything else. You know what? You just said some real stuff. I haven't even talked about the jab. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. But anyways, you don't have an objective voice in your corner. You got a bunch of yes men. DJ Khaled's. Niggas scared to say something. If they say something that you don't like, you're going to get rid of them. Dude broke, ain't got no money. They claim the fame is that they know you. I know Wilder. That's my claim to fame. That's it. Nigga ain't accomplished nothing in his own life. So his claim to fame is I'm a dick ride Wilder. That's my homeboy. I've been knowing him since 1975. And I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna make sure that anybody say anything about him on the internet, we're gonna try to get these videos removed. That's their way of showing their loyalty to you. Looking all mean in interviews when you go on the chitlin circuit, alphabet boy channels, looking all tough in the videos. Yep. Yep. What you say, Ryan Thompson? He said, now, coach, his squad kept saying bum squad and two-time champ. Yeah, two-time. They had more vigor and energy than he did. He didn't want to be there. His mind was somewhere else. He like, man, Lord, Calgun, take me away. I don't want to be here no more. When Debo come around, I be quiet. When he leave, I go back to talking again. This is a guy who has the biggest mouth in Alabama. This is a guy who always talk loud. 700-pound Shamu the killer whale. Tyson Fury was sitting at home, drinking some brewskis, drinking some shandies. If you're from the UK, you know what a shandy is. Drinking shandies, snort some of that good white girl, blowed up in 700 pounds. You know what? I'm going to roll off the couch. I'm going to go to America and I'm going to fight Deontay Wilder. I'm going to tell him he's the hardest puncher in the history of the heavyweight division. I'm going to apologize for, on behalf of all of us Brits, you know, that because Anthony Joshua, they couldn't get that fight to go. I'm going to tell him, make him feel good, tell him he's the best ever, and I will give him a good fight, and it'll be good for you to fight me because I beat Vladimir Klitschko. So if you can beat me, then you can say I beat the man that beat the man. And this will give you notoriety, Deontay Wilder. So Wilder say, you know what, Tyson Fury? Man, you right about that, dog. You right about that. You did beat Vladimir Klitschko, and I know if I can beat you, then I have you on my resume. Then I can say I beat the man that beat the man. Then I can turn around and say, shit, I beat the dude who beat Vladimir Klitschko, who beat Vladimir Klitschko. So we know about it for Vladimir Klitschko, what I would have did to him. They had it all planned out. Yo, man, Tyson Fury, you my dog, man. You know, I'm gonna bless you, dog. I'm gonna bless you. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to come on over here and fight me. We gonna do that. Shelly, what you think, Shelly? So he had to consult with Shelly Finkel, since that's his handler. Shelly Finkel is his handler. Black Panther got a white man. Okay, but Shelly Finkel is his handler. JD, what y'all got to say about that? Oh man, yeah, what it is? Yeah. That's a good one there. That's a good one there, Wilder. Man, that man been sitting at home on the couch looking like Shamu the killer whale. Man, he ain't gonna whoop me. He told me he needed to have 2 warm-up fights before he come over. Before we fight. He had 2 warm-ups. Tyson Fury fought 2 bombs. Oh man, Wilder, man, you gonna kill this dude. Look who he fought. He fought these 2 warm-up fights. He gonna need more than that to beat you. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get him out of here, man. They were giving each other sugar, dancing together, hugging and kissing, all of that stuff. They were best of friends. Yeah, we gonna freeze Anthony Joshua out. We gonna freeze him out. Tyson Fury rose from the grave after he got knocked down. Tyson Fury rose from the grave after he got knocked down. Martinho Ramos, salute to you, fam. And then Tyson Fury profile ended up becoming bigger than Deontay Wilder in America. Tony Lyons said, "You think something was wrong with Wilder? In the rematch, he looked odd." Yeah, I think anxiety took over. I think the pressure and the weight of that particular fight, I think it took over. I think that's what was wrong with him, in my opinion. Tyson Fury beat his ass so bad, he said in the press conference, what he said? "For I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ." Calling Jesus now. That's amazing. You got conquered in the ring, and your conqueror converted you to Jesus. That's some pro-black shit for your ass. Your conqueror converted you to Jesus. So, I say all that to say this. You need some people in your corner like me. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I may hurt your feelings, but it's the fight business. I'm not going to be there to hold your towel, wipe the sweat from. Yeah. Don't worry. You got him, dog. Yeah. See what it was. See what it is. See what it is. See what it is. See what it is. See, you were bobbing when you should have been weaving and weaving when you should have been bobbing. Now, he caught you with the uppercut now, but don't worry about that there. See, we ain't going to worry about that there because you are a king for Wakanda. Don't worry about that. All you got to do is land that right hand. All you got to do is land that right hand. But damn, Malik, I landed the right hand in the first fight and he got up both times. Yeah, that's true. And then I landed the right hand in the second fight, Malik, about 3-4 times. He ate it. Yeah, that's true. But this time, don't worry about it. You're going to land it this time and he ain't going to get up this time, even though you landed it on the second fight and in the first fight. And it didn't work. I brought the hammer from Alabama, but I couldn't keep him nailed down. Yeah. Yeah. Now, my brother has been converted to Jesus. I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I got my Jesus shirt on. I had my Jesus shirt on the other day. We like to thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'm glad that Tyson Fury was able to convert Deontay Wilder, bring him on over to the Lord. Ask woman to do that for you, though. Your conqueror converted you to Jesus. Ain't that some shit? Lee, what you say, fam? Shout out to my brother Troy Graham. Shout out to Troy, man. Salute to Troy. Salute to Major Key Boxing. Please subscribe to the Major Key Boxing YouTube channel. Great channel. Please subscribe to Mark Nash as well. Please subscribe to Shadow Ghost. Still can't believe how pleased they were to see Fury's face marked up from sparring. That happens in sparring. His face got marked up in sparring. It's supposed to get marked up in sparring. That's where it gets marked up at. Why the face ain't gonna be marked up? You want to know why? Because he probably ain't sparring no goddamn body. And then when he do get in there and spar somebody, they have instructions not to push the champ hard because psychologically, we're trying to repair the psychological damage that was done to him in the first and second fight. Sparring partners come in all the time just to get the check. So I like what Sugar Hill doing. Nah, man, I want you to go at him. Work him hard. Beat his ass if you can. Fight as hard as you possibly can because that's the only way he gonna get better because he has a heavyweight championship belt fight coming up on July the 24th and the guy we fighting is a bad boy and I don't want no slack and we want y'all to push him hard. That's what you want to see. I hope his legs hold up. His legs look kind of weak in that second fight. They look kind of skinny. Hope he doing some squats, leg lunges, duck walks, knee-high leg lifts. Hope he running on the beach, building them legs up, making them strong. He gonna need it. I hope he changes his habit to where he's leaning back, taking a half step back, telegraphing that he's looking to throw the right hand. So Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder were friends. Now we know why they fell out. Or did they? They might still be friends. This might be a whole show that they put together just to make us think that they not down no more when all along they still down by law. But if they're not down by law anymore, we know that Deontay Wilder said in the interview that he feels underappreciated. He feels unappreciated as a champion. He said they always said that Floyd Mayweather's style was boring. He had great boxing skills, great ring IQ, but it still wasn't enough for the people. Deontay Wilder told Jabba the Hutt, a.k.a. the general contractor, a.k.a. 70 Sports TV. And then when a king like me from Alabama comes along, which shows the total opposite of Floyd Mayweather, I show I got power and athleticism, it still ain't enough. And then when I knocked Tyson Fury down in the first fight and he rose up from the grave, they gave him more credit than they gave me. And I'm the one that knocked him down. And I've been looking for appreciation all this time and they still don't appreciate me. They gave the white boy more attention and credit for getting up, even though I'm the one that knocked him down. This ain't even right. I can't get no respect in my own country. I feel like that I should be treated better than this. This is messing with me psychologically. So I understand Deontay Wilder, and he has a valid point. He has a valid point. He feel unappreciated, just like Sonny Liston did. He wants to get the love from the people, and he wasn't getting the love from the people like that. And then Tyson Fury came over, got knocked down, and his profile rose up higher than his. So I get where he's coming from. Deontay Wilder has a valid point. He has a valid point. Shout out to D-Style Boxing.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat.
Shout out to D-Style Boxing for the super chat. I really appreciate that, fam. Please subscribe to D-Style Boxing's YouTube channel. We're going to wrap this up. I'm going to give everybody a shout out. So, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, they're not friends anymore. Maybe they're friends anymore. Who knows? But Deontay Wilder, you need some. You got to get rid of them DJ Khaled's, bro. They going to get you. It ain't going to work out. And stop trying to get people videos taken down. Tell your trolls and people on your team to stop calling people and trying to get videos taken down and then got people don't want to do you content creation videos no more about YouTube and all that stuff there. So anybody who think about leaving the game because they threatened by the Alphabet Boy community and the Wilder supporters, don't worry about that. Just keep doing you. Follow my lead. Follow my lead. I'm going to show you how to do it. Just follow me. I speak with no fear. You know why? Because ain't nothing going to happen. Nothing. They can't do nothing. They're not going to do anything. They're going to type in all caps. They're going to threaten. They're going to say A, B, C, and D. But that's about as far as it's going to go. When it's all said and done, they're going to go back on their channels and platforms, complain, be mad, call you coon, Uncle Tom, sell out, coon, Uncle Tom, sell out, coon, Uncle Tom, sell out, and that's about it. The only power they have is name calling. You can call me a coon, no problem. Call me a sellout, no problem. Call me Uncle Tom, no problem. I do not care. I'll be back on this show again tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time from 3 to 5, reporting live from Miami, Florida. New Media Today, USA Boxing. Other than that, let's go ahead and wrap this show up. Let me give everybody a shout out. Shout out to Carmen Serene, who was there earlier. Shout out to Lisa Bales. Shout out to Anna Lee. Shout out to my co-host Shelton Moore, who's not here right now at the moment. Shout out to Mark Nash. Please subscribe to his channel. Shout out to D-Style Boxing. Please subscribe to his channel. Shout out to Shadow Ghost 81. Please subscribe to his channel. Shout out to Lady Shan. Please subscribe to her channel. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. Please subscribe to his channel. Shout out to the dentist who came on as well on the show. Pause. Shout out to Kevin Kilgore. Shout out to Anna Maurice. What's going on, sis? Shout out to GMS. What's going on? Shout out to Ryan Thompson. Shout out to Diallo Huggy. Shout out to Shadow Ghost. Shout out to my brother Halim from across the pond. Shout out to Coach Asgy as well. Shout out to Bunny McGirt. And shout out to Mark Breland. We riding for you, Mark. Until they do right by you, ain't nothing gonna go right in their life. I promise you that. Until you do right by Mark Breland and apologize and retract all of the lies you said about him, ain't nothing gonna go right for the Twerkinator. I can promise you that. Shout out to Ryan Thompson. Shout out to Halim. Shout out to Kevin Kilgore. Shout out to Topin Time. Shout out to Dimitar. Shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to Martín Ramos. Es un placer conocerlo, mi hermano. Yo espero que yo verle mañana por la tarde a las 3:30. No, a las 3. No a las 3:30. A las 3. Entro a las 3 y a las 5. Todos los días. Shout out to Tony Lyons. Shout out to Topin Time. Shout out to Wole. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Danny Drew. Shout out to Andy C in the building. Shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to Terry Harrell. I think, is that Harrell? Shout out to Terry. I can't pronounce her last name. Shout out to Dimitar. Shout out to Hector Garcia. Shout out to Wole. What's going on, fam? Shout out to my brother Toon. Be safe out there on that road, Toon. Shout out to Jake. Shout out to Smith and West. Shout out to Boat Hype, Ryan Thompson. Shout out to Easy Dimes. Really though. Shout out to Troy Graham, my brother. Shout out to Lee Lee, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Shout out to Lee. Let's get this. Let's do this. Shout out to Lisa Bells. Shout out to, who else we have? Shout out to Milani. Shout out to you. Shout out to Mark Nash. Please subscribe to Mark Nash's YouTube channel. Shout out to Jabril Bay. Shout out to Fast Bandit. Shout out to Zuami. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Lil Green Eyes P. Shout out to you, sis. Shout out to D-Style Boxing. Please subscribe to D-Style Boxing YouTube channel. Shout out to Peter Vaughn Arks. What's going on, fam? Shout out to, who else we have? High Noon 1901. Shout out to Rob Rib Shows. Shout out to Kevin Kilgore. Shout out to Fast Bandit 1250. Shout out to Danny Drew. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to the Ghostface Killer. Shout out to Joe Park. Krakur 2. Shout out to Dragon Leg. What up? Shout out to OG, double OG, triple OG, quadruple OG. And I think that's it. Shout out to Bruce Goals. Bruce, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Lance Hood. And shout out to Paul CX. Shout out to Des. And that's it. Once again, back, it's the incredible Rhyme Animal. Shout out to Chuck D and Public Enemy. Once again, shout out to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat. This is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, representing for New Media Today, USA Boxing. Signing out once again, everybody. We will be on again tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Other than that, peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.